Alright guys, the GM85 for Teck Sockets Up. We're talking about Harbor Freight. My first time shopping at Harbor Freight, and clearly they can't even make sockets that stay on. Wrenches, big boy wrenches, some Allens. So stay tuned for Teck Sockets Up. We're going to move on through this, and it's not going too well so far, guys. Alright guys, and the GM85 once again. This is Teck Sockets Up. So all joking aside, that was all just for fun, guys. Harbor Freight honestly does not make complete trash tools. They make tools that are acceptable for your circumstances. Case in point would be one of these, the Daytona floor jacks. This is a 3-ton one, and this thing has done pretty much everything we need to do in our shop. And my shop is an R&D shop, but we also do a lot of maintenance on our own equipment, which would be scissor lifts and boom lifts and forklifts, and we also do automotive maintenance on our own vehicles and shop vehicles ourselves. So this Daytona Low Pro is pretty nice. It holds up very well, and I don't feel like holding it anymore right now, guys. It's a little heavy, but that is a solid purchase. Now, to go along with that Daytona 3-tonner is jack stands. I just saw a video from Justin Dow. 6-ton jack stands from Harbor Freight under the Daytona name. Look pretty nice. Very stout. Hopefully they don't fail. They look nice to me. I would buy them. They look pretty beefy. For 6 tons, that's pretty nice, especially when we're talking forklifts and stuff in my shop. Let's get into some tools though. So everything I have here is not mine. This is all stuff from the other technicians. I would show you more, but unfortunately the shop is on lockdown because we have so many out of company people coming and going, and we are a 24/7 shop. Now, we're just start with the basics. Wrenches. So this is my co-workers that I started with when we opened this building. This is just your regular old combo wrench. These are okay. He says these work. He has also the ratcheting version here, guys. And he hates these in every frame of category. You don't like the opening on here. The head's too big. The gears slip. They're uncomfortable in his hand. They're too short. Everything. And he was a technician that worked in a dealership, and he said he regretted purchasing these. If he had to do it again, he would have bought gear wrench. So that's coming from a young man that started as a lube tech, which is, you know, working his way up. He regretted buying Pittsburgh ratcheting wrenches. These he's okay with because he has bent them and done all kinds of stuff with. He's okay with it. Also, yes, these do not hold sockets very well, guys. These are his impact sockets. I do not own any Pittsburgh tools except for one, and it is a little quarter drive Phillips, and I found it in the shop or when I worked at the factory. So all this is from other people's perspective, and he's been a technician for I think 4 years now. He likes these impact sockets. You can't talk bad about these impact sockets. Apparently they're surprisingly durable. They actually look to be better than some of the Craftsman ones I have used in the past myself. Decently thin-walled. He's never had issues with them, he says. They hold up. He's never broken one. So if you're a starting technician, I would recommend these for sure. And he worked in a Honda dealership, and this is what he had. He had these guys, and then he also had some Deeps. I just don't know where his Deeps are right now, but these are highly recommended for impacts. They're a solid option. I know there's plenty of options though, but if there's a Harbor Freight by you, probably can't go wrong with these. And he's had these for his career still, and he actually has not upgraded them. Now, for a shop tool, is these big angle wrenches. These are not everyday wrenches in our facility. So we went and grabbed a bunch of these guys. They work. We use these maybe twice a month, and that's very rare if we even need to. But big, cheap wrenches are okay. If you're into bigger stuff in like the diesel or the equipment industry, you would want something better. But for what we do, these do work fine. Personally, I just don't like the feel or the angle. It's just me. Another technician has these, and he actually likes these. These are the long Allen balls. Now, I have a number of issues with these personally versus him. He is a big Harbor Freight supporter and a big Harbor Freight fan because he's, well, no other way to say it, he's just cheap. I do not like the length of these, and I do not like the ball end on them. It's too much of a circle, too rounded for me personally, and the length reminds me of the gear wrench ones where they twist. This is why I do buy ToolStroke quality when it comes to these guys here. So me personally, I wouldn't buy these, but he hasn't had an issue with them, and these also don't come out like the Bondus style ones he also has. And we'll get into something a little different here. Torque wrench. Now, I can either say yes nor no to this on its calibration, but it is at least stored correctly at 0, almost. But if you need a torque wrench, you probably can't go wrong with this, but I know there are better options. But so far, the technician that owns this has not had any problems with this wrench at all. I do not honestly know how accurate it is, but this is where you gotta really pick and choose your poison. Do you want to trust this if you're doing something on a critical fastener? Or do you want to save your money and go a little bigger? There's a lot of options when it comes to something like this. But for all honesty, guys, Harbor Freight makes decent stuff, and it has its place. And its place is for disposable tools or grab and go. You don't want to take your snap-on stuff. You don't want to take your snap-on to the yard, or you get a service call. That's why we have things like this. It'll get the job done, and that's all they're really good for in my personal opinion. And I personally don't shop there because it's out of the way. That's the reason I don't shop there. It is an out of the way place for me to go. On top of the fact there's many, many more options of higher quality for pennies on the dollar. But that's all I got, guys. This is Anthony, GM85 for Teck's Talking Shop. Can't wait to see what everyone else has for the series, guys. Follow us on Instagram, Teck's_talking_shop, guys. I'll catch you guys later.